evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. He gets off with a combination up top. A knifing left hand by Mike Tyson. David Hayes got a way of just getting away from that punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Tyson's known as a guy who isn't going to be bashful early on. He has power, and he's not afraid to showcase it.
Yeah, but that's not all that this business is about. My mentor, Costamato, used to say, hey, you know, power is just part of it. It's kind of like having a military weapon. You know, you still need a missile to get it there. Alone, all it does is make a hole in the ground. Otherwise, it has no real use. You have to have a way to get it to the target. Let's see if he has that way.
He just missed that shot up top. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. David Hayes' defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. That's a solid right hand by Mike Tyson. David Hayes on the receiving end of a hook. David Hayes' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Combination to the head. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Final 10 seconds of round number one. At this stage of a fight, Teddy, these very early moments, how much in your training career will you stress to a guy to try to go to the body?
Very much, because it sets up things later on, and it takes away things that he's trying to do. You know, he's trying to move his upper body. You go downstairs, takes a lot of that away.
Now he ties up there. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. David Hayes making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that will put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also, he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Mike Tyson. Blocks that belt line well. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Mike Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. And that is not what his opponent really wants. He's backed up against the ropes. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Finish with a hook.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mike Tyson.
Use the ring. Use the ring. Relax, relax. Take a deep breath. I need you to focus.
And round number 3 is underway. Tyson's ready to go. He looks like he's in good shape for this round. A piercing jab by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
another right hand land. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Watch the hook.
A well-placed left hand up top. Solid right by Mike Tyson. Tyson's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. Fires off the hook. Look at that. Tyson swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Trying to cage him in that corner right there. Mike Tyson's right hand scores well. David, and yet another big shot comes in. Oh, that's beautiful stuff, Teddy. That is beautiful work with that combination to score the knockdown.
Well, that's the benefit of putting them together. One sets up the other one.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a good job by David Hay, just showing some guts getting up after that knockdown. 10 seconds to go in this third round.
Come on.
Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. And that does it for this round. Then let's show you Teddy's scorecard for the first 3 rounds. David Hayes going out there after just being knocked down in the last round. If you're standing opposite him, what's the mentality? What's the strategy here?
Well, you want to go after him, but you don't want to walk into a trap either. You want to kind of size him up a little bit. You want to see if he looks like he's okay, but at the same time, keep in mind that he might be trying to con you. You know you hurt him, so put that pressure on, but do it smart.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Big shot comes crashing home. And for the second time tonight, he goes down. Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on. Kill a little time.
Keep your head moving.
Let it go.
Move your head.
Oh, good exchange there. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old cats with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, you come right back with gold.
Tyson's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Accurate hook. David Hayes' corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
David Hayes just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. Three minutes gone by in this round.
You control.
Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. David Hayes' cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Tyson's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Head and body. Head. Stay away from those.
Well placed, straight right hand. Good old-fashioned 1-2 by David Hay. Nice work. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Mike Tyson's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations. He's not getting off.
Unable to make an impact there by Mike Tyson.
Work in the body. Keep moving, keep moving.
That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. David Hayes tag. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here, too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight to finish up good at the end of the round.
Excellent jab by Mike Tyson. David Hayes' plan may be to have more urgency at this point because that cut of his just has blood streaming all over him.
Well, there's three sides that can be affected. He can be...
And now you... Oh! Wow! He goes down again!
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's over! This fight is over! Mike Tyson's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the end. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Able to cut down that ring and just push his opponent against the ropes. Well, up against Tyson tonight is a guy that through his career has enjoyed being on the inside, has tried to make hay by getting right into the kitchen and fighting on the inside. Tyson can eat that up.
Yeah, he can eat that up. He can be dangerous. He can be sneaky on the inside. He throws that uppercut when you don't expect it. All of a sudden, bang, it explodes right on you.
Nice block by Mike Tyson. Tyson's combination punching is working well here. Brings the hook that time. Cooper's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
Don't walk it. Punch it, don't walk it to the punch.
Body shot, body shot.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Comes right back with a shot of his own. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Cooper's so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination landed. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Tyson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And we come to the end of round number 1. Cooper, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Mike Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Scored well with the left downstairs. There's the combo to the body.
Keep it tight inside.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not going to be easy to survive. Dwight Cooper's just being swarmed. He just got stunned. He got absolutely nailed. A good block. Fighting jab by Mike Tyson. Big shot he just scored with. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
Cooper's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Well off the mark by Mike Tyson. Tyson's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Big left hand from Iron Mike. Tyson's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Throw punch. Don't walk into him without throwing a punch.
Cooper's got to rely on his corner now to do what it takes to get him back physically and mentally. It's always a challenge when you've hit the ground. That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. And he just holds on there. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Keep working the jab. Keep working.
Cooper's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Cooper. Cooper's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Get off the roof. Punch your way out of the roof.
Mike Tyson's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Iron Mike Tyson lands a big right hand. Cooper's getting back to basics, a good solid jab. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcase there, his hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
Mike Tyson with a big right hand. And now another left. And he returns on that exchange.
That's it. That's it. Relax. Just like that, all right? Another round.
Well, we heard his analysis, but as for how Teddy has scored those first 3 rounds, here's a look. Targeting a left hand down low. Able to land with the right. Carries the punch, comes back with the hook. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Tyson's able to avoid that punch. Mike Tyson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
You're not focusing.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Oh, he is absolutely affected by that right hand. Never saw it coming. Worst kind of right hand you can catch. He should tie up here. Comes right back at him with a left hand. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Cooper's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Mike Tyson. The old 1-2 scores for him. A huge right hand from Mike Tyson. Submitting to the work downstairs with the left. What a forceful hook by Dwight Cooper. Mike Tyson's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. 10 seconds to go in the fourth. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Cooper's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And round 4 comes to an end. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Cooper's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? It's over. This fight is over. Dwight Cooper's unable to get up and continue on. Mike Tyson's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. Protecting his head well with his guard. Teddy, I'm assuming many times in your big shot. He's so used to giving out the power punches. Now it's Isaac Frost on the receiving end of a knockdown blow. So he goes down for the first time, but you can just get a sense that he's going to be okay. It doesn't look like he's that damaged.
No, exactly, Joe. That was just a brush fire. But he doesn't want it to become a forest fire. So he's got to think in his head, why did I get caught?
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Mike Tyson. Chopping a little wood with that hook. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Big uppercut right on the mark. Look at that combination by Mike Tyson. Tyson's the target of a hook. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of them. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
That's fine.
Now this is a version of... Oh, and there you go. And a knockdown floors Isaac Frost. How will he respond to this? Frost rising back up. That takes some guts. Tyson's showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. Super two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Wow! Saved by the bell. That's like something out of a movie here.
Yeah, except nobody's coming in there and saying, cut. You know, he has to keep going here. Right now, the only thing he knows is he's got flashballs going off in his head.
I think Isaac Frost's opponent may regret not jumping all over him. Frost able to recover. Mike Tyson turns that hook in well. Frost, oh, and there he lands the right hand. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Can you believe that? What a huge punch. You couldn't have seen that one coming.
And those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these. 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's all over. Mike Tyson's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him. Mike Tyson is able to come up with a shocker here. Out of nowhere, early on, a knockout victory.
And does it with one...
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atwood. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do as round one is underway. Each man able to land an uppercut. Not much action as he just ties up. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. Unable to land clean by Andre Bishop. Teddy, I'm going to call this one a little baking soda and vinegar matchup. You know what happens when you put those two things together?
Yeah, you get a volcano, and it's going to explode. And I think before the night's over, you're going to see that.
What a big shot. He got smashed that time.
Now we're going to find out how strong a guy he is. Not physically, mentally.
Can he get up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Goes down for the first time tonight, but you can see he's ready to make up for it here.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in the basement, not a full flood. But if he doesn't want those pipes to burst, he better figure out quick why he got dropped.
Halfway through this round, that's a fierce left hand that landed by Andre Bishop. Oh, what an exchange! Mike Tyson's ripped by an uppercut. Off the target by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's ability to punch, to flat out put forth power, puts people in the seats. Early on, that's what they expect to see here.
And early on, sometimes too much of a good thing, guess what? It can be dangerous, it can backfire. If he lands a punch and it doesn't get rid of the guy, well, what else can he do? What happens then?
Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watching Hammer and Hank, the great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
Nice work, nice work. Don't get too close. get too close.
Bishops gets a chance at redemption here with a fresh round. But, Teddy, I'm always concerned as to how a fighter looks after he's been knocked down in the last round.
Well, it depends how much experience he has. And he has enough experience to handle this, to kind of shake it off, get himself together, and move forward.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Tyson scoring with that right hand. Good work putting the punches together. Bang, bang, bang by Mike Tyson. Tyson's the victim of a powerful hook. That was a miss by Mike Tyson. Iron Mike with an iron right. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Halfway through round number 2. What an excellent two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Bishop's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Tyson showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Not able to land the headshot. Huge uppercut by Tyson.
1-2.
Tyson's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Mike Tyson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Good work defensively by Mike Tyson. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Nice work, Tyson with the hook. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Bishop's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. A well-placed hook from Mike Tyson. 10 seconds to go in this round. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Okay, relax now. How you feeling in there? Just stay alert.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Oh! He is leveled. How could he possibly get up from that? He's not going to. This fight's over. It's over. And just as we expected, a close-the-show finish by Mike Tyson. That's what he can do. Just like that, the fight is over. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside. Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round 1 underway. Nice work with the left hand. Teddy, here's something that you will often point out early in a fight, and it's obvious with this guy. He cuts easy.
Yeah, he definitely does. And what he's going to have to do, there's a reason why he cuts. First of all, he's got thin skin. Now he has scar tissue, so it's only more of a problem. But he gets hit too easy. He's got to improve his defense. He's got to go out there and keep his hands up better, move his head a little bit more. Maybe the cuts won't happen then.
Good-looking jab there. Tyson's nailed by a hook. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on.
Oh, what a left hand.
Okay, get your hands up.
I think most people would probably figure if we were to make a checklist of the advantages and disadvantages you want in a fighter, superior hand speed would definitely be a big advantage. But you've trained many a guy who's been up against the guy with better hand speed. What have you told them?
Well, I've told him that that's only one dimension. That's only one thing. Turn that against them. Make it a kind of place where they can't use it.
Mike Tyson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Last 10 seconds. Able to time that left hand and score with it. Well-placed hook there. Tyson's got to feel good about himself after that last round. He really damaged his opponent. Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Not an accurate hook at all. Able to place the right hand in there. He took a shot. Now he gives the left. Left to the body. And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Back to the body.
Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. Scores well to the head with the right hand. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Flush to the midsection with the hook.
Let it go.
Accurate hook by Mike Tyson. On the mark with the overhand right. Great hook to the head that time. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive.
Right hand crashes home. He never saw it coming. He should tie up. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
Still not moving enough. Move.
Crashes home with the uppercut. The end of the round is upon us, and now this fighter will hear some attaboys from his corner. He just got to his man good.
He did, and he's feeling real good now, having that kind of round. But he also has to hear something else from his corner. Don't forget how you got to that point. Don't get intoxicated. Don't get drunk by the success of that one punch.
A precise hook by Tyson he showed us.
He's working the body.
Good-looking uppercut that time. He scored well after being hit himself. Teddy, I've heard you say it a million times early on in the fight. If there's any one piece of good advice you can give, it's start depositing it into that bank. Go to the body.
Yeah, because the interest comes later, and you're going to see the payoff in the late rounds.
Mike Tyson's combination punching is working well here. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Solid left. Left to the body.
Body shot, body shot.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Mike Tyson. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Scored well up top. Good body shot. The right hand came home. And that's the end of round 3.
Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart. Keep busy. Don't.
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
As basic as can be, but it works. A jab followed by the straight. Mike Tyson's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good, solid counter. Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Mike Tyson. Tyson's proving to be elusive. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Mike Tyson's so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination landed. Right to the head with that right. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Very accurate 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds. Tyson staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside.
Listen, you need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch.
Round number 5 has arrived. Tyson's left working well that time. A little defense turns to offense by Mike Tyson. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Tyson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Right there, Mike Tyson was able to score well with the hook. You see how quickly he pulls the trigger on the hook after that block? Mike Tyson's banged by a big uppercut. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Tyson's overflowing with aggression, and that brawling style has got him in control of these middle rounds.
Yeah, he's gotten his opponent right where he wants. He's gotten his opponent confused, frustrating. He's fighting the wrong fight. He's fighting his fight.
A shooting right hand by Mike Tyson. Digging in with a left to the gut. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Nice work, nice work.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And that's the end of round 5. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
You got this one.
He engages in the clinch. Good combination to the head. And a big right hand comes crashing home from Tyson. In a later stage of the fight like we have right here, when you see one big shot, the left crashed home. Big shot there. And he goes down for the first time tonight. Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. And a smart counterpunch by Mike Tyson.
Come on, kid.
Very accurate with the overhand right.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching.
Relax, relax.
Did you see that? He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. It's over. The fight is over. Mike Tyson's gunned down yet another opponent, a knockout victory. Mike Tyson's fitting end to a very strong night for him.
There is a business component to this game here, this boxing game. And the business component is, yeah, you got to
evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Able to dismiss that body shot. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Johnson's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Tyson's punch didn't come close. Look at that. The hook came home with ease. Iron Mike. There it is. Down he goes in the early goings here. Johnson's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Johnson's jammed by an uppercut. Teddy, can the shorter fighter in a matchup like this be effective with a power punch, or does he have to reach up too much?
Joe, not only can a shorter fighter in this kind of situation be effective, he will be effective.
Johnson's damage solid. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. Well, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just first round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Fires right back at him, hooking to the body. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. He missed with that headshot. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Mike Tyson. Tyson's feeling the impact of that powerful hook. Patterson's been stunned. A crushing two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's solid. Teddy, he goes down, and he was on the outside where he doesn't like to be.
Where he shouldn't be, and he paid a price.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's going to win.
He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand.
Work the body. Keep it up.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, Each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Mike Tyson.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Patterson's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Counter punch up top. Missed that uppercut. He clinches when he gets to the inside. The left hand coming into play by Mike Tyson. And that's where he wants his man opposite him, right against the ropes. Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Mike Tyson. Scoring with the right hand by Patterson.
Body shot, body shot.
Patterson's punch is far off the target. There's that overhand right. Patterson's on the back. Wow! And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Patterson's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And banging away he goes. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
'Patterson's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Mike Tyson's jacked up by an uppercut. Good shot to the head with that right hand. How about that left right there? Patterson trying to survive this. He is, look at that! What a hook to the body, and he is down and in bad shape. The fight is over. Patterson's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. This fight is now over, and Teddy, it was obvious right from the beginning which way it was going to go. We welcome you here to a big night of fights. Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-rounder. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mike Tyson.
Use the ring. Use the whole ring. Keep it up.
In a matchup like this, Teddy, with a power puncher against a fast fighter, who has the advantage the longer the fight goes on?
Well, almost always it's going to be the power guy because he's not going at a fast rate. He's saving himself. He's placing his punches. The quick guy, he's letting it all go.
Let's go. You gotta see that.
Keep working the body.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Halfway through round number 1. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Little head hunting with the left. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. Mike Tyson's left landing well. The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that. They're trying to break each other's will.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Tyson's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? Tyson with a powerful left hand. And yet another big shot comes in. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? The bell. Can you believe that? He was saved by the bell. Teddy, you've been in a spot like this before as a trainer.
Right now, you know what? What do you spend time on? You want to spend time on telling him why he got in that spot, why he got hit. But first, you got to make sure he revives. You got to get him clear-minded. You got to get his senses back first.
Oh, veteran move. Counter shot to the head. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. They're sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. That is a strong uppercut there. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Holyfield's trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Mike Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right.
Keep your hands. That's what I like to see. That's my man.
Evander Holyfield with the big uppercut. Tyson's doing well here with that two-punch combination. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes. Banking away those body shots. A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Jab. Pop the jab. Use the jab. Use the jab.
Big shot comes crashing home. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? Evander Holyfield's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Evander Holyfield. Scores with the combo to the head. Well timed by Mike Tyson. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Mike Tyson turns that hook in well. Huge uppercut by Evander. Holyfield's hit by a counterpunch there. Tyson's hand speed is right now the difference. Wow! He gets floored with one single shot. He was just torn down like an old building. This fight is over. That's exactly why he packs the stands. This fight is over. Boy, you gotta love a power punch. Good evening, everybody. All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10. Firing off the uppercuts, great exchange.
Keep working the body.
If the shorter guy can get to the inside against the taller fighter, how can he do damage on the inside? What should we look for from him?
Well, you remember when you were a kid and you walked downtown in Manhattan, you looked up at the Empire State Building, all those great tall buildings? Well, it's the same thing. You suddenly get inside and you look up and wow, there's a tall building. Start breaking some windows.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Guard your head.
Goes up top again. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight.
One, two, three, four, five.
Morrison's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. He just missed that shot up top. He digs in with the left hand to the body. Morrison's hoping to recover right here. The way to do it, he feels, to tie up.
Yeah, it's not about machoism right now. It's about getting past this point, surviving, and then having a chance later on to get...
Big shot he just scored with. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? Morrison's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the...
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
Stops the fight. Mike Tyson's power carries the day. A first-round knockout victory. Mike Tyson's able to come up with a knockout victory, and he does it that early in the fight?
And does...